Alex from Connecticut, line 1. Welcome to the program, Alex.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Hey, listen, yeah, I am a conservative, and I was listening to you talk about healthcare being a commodity. My question to you is why is the government the answer for the solution to people not having healthcare coverage? And if I am one of those people, combined with my wife's salary, make around $250,000, why am I directly responsible for the health of some other person?
All right, well, first, in the first instance, the reason why the government has something to do with this is that, which you may or may not know, is that when a government runs a health care program like Medicare, it is somewhere between 20 and 22, 25% more efficient. 3% of every dollar spent in Medicare goes to administrative costs. The rest of it, 97, 96%, actually goes towards providing health care. In the private insurance industry, it's closer to 75% goes towards providing health care and 25% goes towards administrative costs. That's the first most obvious answer. It can be done much more efficiently by government. The second answer, I don't necessarily agree with the premise that you are directly responsible. Right now, I got news for you. Right now, you're directly responsible. Right now, our government, with our tax dollars, not just what we spend per capita, but our government spends more than any government in the Western industrialized world on health care already. When somebody goes into an emergency room because they don't have health insurance, you pay for it and I pay for it.
Above and beyond what I'm already contributing to the system.
Well, I mean, you're asking me why should you pay more in taxes?
Yeah, why am I going to be taxed? Me, a guy in Connecticut who happens to make around $250,000 with his wife and my income. Why am I going to be taxed directly? There's going to be an increase in my taxes so somebody in Texas who eats 12 cheeseburgers a day can go get health care. Why am I directly responsible for that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, because we live in a society, and that is part of the social contract. I mean, look, I was against the Iraq war. Why am I directly responsible for killing Iraqis when I was against this war from the beginning?
You're not directly responsible.
Well, of course I am. My tax dollars have gone in to pay for weapons that killed Iraqi civilians. Can you answer that question to me?
Yes. So you're saying that you are directly responsible for killing Iraqis. Your tax dollars are directly responsible for killing Iraqis.
In the exact same way that you say you resent the fact that your tax dollars could go for providing your fellow citizens with health care, despite the fact that you're already doing that. I also resent the fact that my tax dollars went towards killing people. But this is one of the things that is part of being a member of a society, is that what may be for the best of society or our leadership determines that we don't necessarily all subscribe to.
So I would say to you that your tax dollars went to your own national security. I'm telling you that
I would say to you that yours also went to your own national security when you pay for health care because it's bankrupting this country. We spend more of our GDP than any Western civilization on health care. We spend $2.2 trillion a year. Half of that is spent by our government. And the fact of the matter is you pay for it in one way or another. But we can make the system far more efficient. And you just resent this because you have a problem with your tax dollars supporting your fellow citizens. But frankly, look, you know, I don't know what you do for a living. I don't know what your wife does for a living. But you're obviously doing well in this country. If you're in the $250,000 range, you represent the top 15% of this country. And so you're obviously getting extreme benefits for living in America, and so you should pay your dues.
Through my own hard work, and I have kids to put through college.
Well, great. We all have kids to put through college.
What's that?
And everybody, there's a lot of people who work hard. I mean, you know, this delusion, and I appreciate the call, Alex, but I got to go. I'm up against the break here. But the fact of the matter is that conservatives like to believe that they have made it completely without the help of society. This guy drives on roads that were paid with tax dollars. I don't know if he's a stockbroker, but he benefits from the existence of the SEC. He's got kids, obviously, so he benefits from the existence of the FDA, which makes sure his food is not poisoned and his kids don't die. I presume he doesn't have rampant diarrhea, and that's because the EPA makes sure that he's not drinking water that is full of bacteria. Yet they resent the idea that they would pay any taxes to help someone else. No problem when it's to kill innocent civilians, But they resent the idea that somebody who eats cheeseburgers would somehow get health coverage. And they resent it despite the fact that it's a far more efficient way of paying for it because you're already paying for it.